Hey guys, I'm Dupree, and today I will be teaching you how to make every single shot possible in pool. I don't mean that by make everything. I may have clickbaited you a little bit in the title by using my choice of wording, but that's the YouTube life. That's how you make some money. So let's just go ahead and get into it right here. I'm going to pretty much put together every single technique that I know. And every single type of shot that I know can be played. I'm going to try to see everything. We're going to get regular shots in. We're going to get masse shots. We're going to get bank shots. We're going to get kick shots, combinations, caroms. We're going to try to hit everything and leave this video around 10 to 12 minutes. So this will be a jam-packed full of information. So if you ever need to pause the video, be sure to do that. But let's get right into it. Normal shots. This is probably what I spend the most time on. Normal shots have become very easy. I can just pick up pretty much anything and then just exactly know where to hit it by just looking at it for maybe a second or two, not even. Just because I've shot every shot so many times, literally what I do every time, if you haven't seen my workout video, what I do is I set up a straight-in shot. I have to make that 3 times in a row. Then I shoot that here, here, here. I shoot it in every pocket. Then I set up a clutch shot like that, and then I shoot that 3 times in a row. I don't shoot it 3 times in a row. I make it 3 times in a row. Now, if you don't know how to aim, I'm going to break this down really quickly. I have a whole separate video on this. Let's say we're shooting this shot. Our 8 ball represents, this will represent our cue ball real quick. Now, if you hit this 3 ball right there, it goes into the pocket. So what you do is you imagine this ball right here, and you just try to shoot the cue ball along this line. I'm not trying to hit the 3 ball anywhere. You put your dominant foot on this line, so my back right foot is on this line, and you just bend down, and your cue should automatically just fall onto that line, and it's straight to the pocket. So regular shots, just shoot them over and over and over again, and then you will develop a feel for pretty much anything, so you can just lay stuff out and then just keep firing them in. Also, pocket reducers really help. Get you a pair of pocket reducers and shoot with them, and after a few times your shot will definitely improve. Okay, so bank shots and kick shots. Let's go ahead and get into that. So let's say I'm banking, I need to make the 3. We're playing 8 ball. I'm solid. Need to make the 3 into the side. What a lot of people do is they just get down and they try to shoot it real fast, and then they end up missing. Now what you have to do is you have to determine where that 3 ball needs to hit the rail. So when a ball goes into the rail at an angle, it comes out that same angle. So if it goes in straight, it's going to come out straight. If it goes in at 10 degrees, it's going to come out at 10 degrees. So what you can do is you can make a line through your cue to some point on the rail, look at that angle, recreate it on the other side until it goes into the back of this pocket. So now I know this is my contact line right here. The faster you hit the shot, the shorter the rebound will get. The slower you hit it, the longer the rebound will get. So if I shoot this shot really fast, you see how I make it on this side of the pocket. Now if I were to shoot that really slow, you see how it kind of drifts to the other side of the pocket. Now this is exaggerated more with an angle. So if I shoot this really fast, you see how it goes straight into the pocket. Now if I shoot that same shot again, you see this is a wider angle than that other shot. Not that shot just then, but the other shot before that. If I shoot that softer, look how much it widens. So make sure you think of that. It's the same concept for everywhere. If you're trying to bank into that corner, do the same thing, recreate the angle. If you're trying to bank down here, recreate the same thing. Just know if you shoot it soft, it's going to go wide. If you shoot it hard, it's going to go short. And also, if you ever put spin on the cue ball, whatever spin is on that cue ball will be transferred to the object ball, but just in the opposite way. So if you have left spin on the cue ball, right spin is on that object ball. I'm not going to get much into that. You can check out my video on that if you want to learn more. Kick shots are pretty much the exact same concept. Let's say we have this 3 hanging right here, this 8 right here, and this cue ball's right here. If you haven't seen my video on the diamond system, go ahead and check that out, the 0x kicking system. go and check that out. It's going to be really helpful because I'm just going to give a brief rundown. So whatever pocket you're kicking towards is 0. So this is 0, and then every diamond is 10. So 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So our cue ball is at 20 right now. So what you do is you divide 20 by 2, 10. It's labeled the same way on the other side to get to 0. So 20, 10, 0. If we were at 25, we'd aim at 12.5 to get to 0. If we were at 30, we'd aim at 15 to get to 0. So 20, we'd aim at 10. We'd aim right here for that diamond. Aim at 10, and then we will make that ball at 0. It works the same everywhere down here. Just again, as you get wider, that shot will get wider, so you're going to have to speed up. You see how it gets short? You're going to have to speed up. You're going to have to find that right speed, and you're going to have to practice that on your table. See, around there, it gets a little wide if you wanted to contact that ball. So that's kicking. Just watch my 0x kicking system, and you will see more about that. Now, curving the cue ball. This is one of the most difficult things to do in pool. A lot of beginners try to do it, and they just end up messing up their table. So, what we're going to do is we are going to curve the cue ball around the 3. And you may ask, well, why would you do that? You could just kick at it. Well, let me get another ball. Let's block that kick. So now we don't have a kick at this, we just have a 2-rail kick. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to elevate our cue up and then hit with low right since we're curving to the right. That'll send our cue ball in between this little gap, and then the backspin will take place around here and contact this 3 ball. So let me grab the IQ training ball to show you exactly where we are hitting. The thickness we are going to be hitting is around this outer circle. So if you lay the IQ flat up, this is the thickness that we're hitting. We're contacting there, and our tip is going through the table. So we're using bottom right around right here. That will spin our cue ball into that 3 ball. Now it may take a few attempts to try to get the elevation and speed right, because that is a major thing. See, there we aimed a little off, and we used too much right spin. So there it is. We got it that time. So it'll take a couple tries to try to get it, but then you have to be accurate. It's pretty much a last resort shot. So let's move on to a different technique. So now we're going to be playing combinations. So let's say we have a 5-8 right here. We have ball in hand. So what you do to play combinations, let's move that cue ball. You always pretend this first ball is the cue ball, and you see where you need to shoot through. Not where you need to contact it. Remember, you need to contact that 8 ball right here. You imagine that ball. You imagine a line straight through that ball, and you extend that through the rail. So right there. And then you just aim to hit the 5 at that point on the rail. Just like so. It's a very simple concept. Just make sure you're hitting center on your cue ball. Now let's get into caroms. So let's say we're playing 9 ball, where you have to contact the lowest number ball first, but you can make any ball. So whatever direction that this ball goes, the object ball, your cue ball goes 90 degrees from it. So it's like your thumb. If that goes there, this goes here. So just like that. So we know if we send this 3 ball into the rail like that, our cue ball will go towards the 5. So you can use that to your advantage. You can send it into that 3 ball and pocket the 5. Just make sure you're aware of your 90-degree line. If you need to go forward some, use topspin. If you need to come back some, use backspin. I do have a video on caroms if you want to go and watch that. Now we're going to be talking about the 3 major spins in pool. And I'm going to show you those right now. First will be stop or stun. That's a little bit below center or exactly center if you're close. So around here, and this is just used to stop the cue ball exactly where that ball is. We could stop it around that area, or if you hit it dead center, you can stop it right where that ball was. So grab another ball. That was stun. Next, I'm going to show you backspin. So backspin, you see that little B for backspin? That's where our tip will be contacting. It's a loose wrist, a level cue, and a good follow through. And you see how that spins our cue ball back. We use this to get on our next shot. So if we had a ball like right here that we needed to shoot next, we could spin back and then we'd have an easier shot there. Now I'm going to show you top spin. Now we have A for above center. You just hit above center on that cue ball. And then that will send your cue ball forward. So we use all these different spins to get on your next ball. Now there is something that's called deflection. When you use left and right spin on the cue ball, left and right spin, you see how it will just spin off of that rail like that, and then spin down here. See, left and right spin takes place on rails. It doesn't really affect much on the plane table. So, but when you hit with this, see, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna miscue right here. When I hit very far on the left, see how our cue ball goes to the right? I was aiming for this, and our cue ball went so far to the right. That happens a small amount on your shots. So, if we were aiming to make this and we use left spin, our cue ball does go off to the right, and you see we miss going this way because our cue ball went too far to the right. So you do kind of have to aim more to the left when you're using left spin, so you can still make that ball using that spin. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please click the like button down below. If you would like to be notified when I post new videos, you can click the subscribe button and then the bell icon right next to it. That'll just send you an email and a notification saying that I've uploaded a new video. If you guys are interested in improving your game further, I'd like to interest you in the IQ training ball. This ball has different contact points that you can use to repeat your shots over and over again and see exactly where you're hitting on the cue ball. So if you want one of these, you can order one of these for $27 shipped at www.iqclinic.com. So, if you have any questions, drop them down in the comment section. If you have any tutorial requests, drop those down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for 24,000 subscribers. We're almost at 25,000. Hopefully we'll hit that tomorrow or the next day. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.